Hey everyone, okay, so today I thought we would do a comparison video with one side contouring with a bronzer and one side contouring with blusher. So I thought it would be fun to do. So I'm going to use my bronzer and my blusher, and I'm also going to use the number 1 brush as well. So let's start with the blusher, and I'll do it on this side of the face, which is my left. So I'm just going to pick up some product, and I'm just going to make sure that there's not too much on there to begin with. And we're going to start under the cheekbone, but we're blending it up onto the cheekbone because we still want it to be pretty, right? We don't want it to be, too, that real contour. And I'm not going into the hollow here. I'm keeping it onto the cheekbone and just under, and then bringing it up as well. And don't worry, what we're going to do is we are going to bring it up into a bit of an arc as well, but just a little bit, just so that it doesn't look too as sharp. So I'm actually quite a big fan of the kind of contouring with blusher because I just think it's a really nice, pretty way. It's very 80s, but also at the same time, I'm just really like that kind of flushed cheek. And we're going to emphasize underneath in a second. But I don't hate that at all. And I'm going to go over it in a minute with another brush. But on the other side, we're just going to pick up some bronzer, not too much. And we're going to start just at the kind of hollow and then bring it up. And then just bring it up into that arc. And it just creates this really nice kind of effect. And what I've done here with my bronzer is I've dipped it into both the contour shade and the highlight shade and the bronzer shade, so that there is a slight light reflection to it. And I'm just bringing it up here and bringing it down here. So you get that kind of sharpness that you're looking for, but because we blended it up onto the cheekbone as well, it's not as terrible. So I'm just going to get a brush and I'm going to go over these lines to smooth them out. So I'm just taking a clean brush and I'm now just going to, in circular motions, just go over them. Same thing on this side, just so that the edge is just blended in a little bit more. Now, I think we should probably just take it up just a touch more. So I'm just going to just go in a little bit more into the temple and the cheek area and just dust the edges. And the same thing with the blusher, but more right here at the back of the ear, and then just bringing it forward and then just circling it off, dusting it off. So now what I'm going to do is just go underneath the cheekbone area with a powder just to bring it out. So I'm just going to take a sponge and we're going to do the Old Faithful by baking just underneath. And really all this does, and this is a good area to bake if you ever want to try baking, and all this will do is it will sharpen the edges that we've created. So I'm just going to dust that actually. I'm going to take that blusher into the hairline just slightly. And I'm actually going to do the same thing with the bronzer. Just going to bring it in and then just give it a little dust. So when you've left that on there for several hours, I'm kidding, just dust it off. And it just sharpens up that line. But when you've sharpened this line here, you have to make sure that you blend it away as best as possible because it shouldn't be so severe. And just dust it off. And it just really nicely kind of defines the face. So what do you think? Bronzer into that kind of arc, or blusher into that kind of arc? Which do you prefer? Which would you wear? Maybe you'd wear neither. Who can say? But let me know. Do you know what? I actually think I prefer the bronzer side, which I didn't think I would feel that way, but I kind of do. I'm just gonna, yeah, I do actually think I prefer the bronzer side. I don't know. What do you think? You're the judge. You let me know. And also let me know in the comment section what your feelings are in general about things like blusher and bronzer, because I'm obsessed with blusher. I think it's the most beautiful thing. And bronzer is a really nice way of adding warmth to the face. And oftentimes as we get older, we lose some of that warmth. So by adding it back in, it's a wonderful thing. But let me know what you think. Which one do you prefer? Da-da? Da-da? You decide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.